Congratulations are in order to Mike Mussina. Good picture. You might say a little bit underrated. Didn't have overpowering stuff, but he was so crafty on the mound, he could get hitters out with just about any pitch in his arsenal. He was elected into the Hall of Fame. It's unfortunate he never got a championship ring, but he pitched well, I think, in both World Series he appeared in. So he's going on into the Hall of Fame. I think the game that I always remember, his huge part in Game 7 of the 2003 ALCS versus the Red Sox. Without his performance in relief of Clemens that night, the script, I think, would have been written so very different for one of the most incredible playoff games of all time, I think, at Yankee Stadium. You've seen him load the bases versus Manny, Poppy, and Veritek, which was seemingly deliberately, then getting Miller to strike out, Cowboy to hit into a double play. Craftiest pitcher on the mound. Everyone talks about that game with the Red Sox, but also think about Game 3 against Oakland in 2001. Yankees down 2-0. He beats the A's in Oakland and extends this series, which was a kind of a huge moment for the Yankees. He played he played for the Baltimore Orioles as well. So he had a nice career besides the Yankees. Played for quite a decent time. Never really, dominated a season per se, but he did stick around for a while and was able to get some wins in there. His best year, as far as pitching wise, was kind of his last year, which was, you might argue, his best year at the age of 39. He never won, but here's the thing, he went out on a high note. Now, he has over 100 more wins than losses. Now, you might say his ERA was hurt due to pitching his career in the tough AL East against teams in small ballparks. Never won. I think he didn't. What you gotta give him credit to props. He didn't stick around 2 or 3 years to get to 300 wins. Here's the thing. He never won 20 games on some of the most dominant teams of the late 90s and early 2000s. He was rarely the best pitcher on his team and never the best pitcher in baseball. Great player, but not a Hall of Famer. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Now, you're telling me, that, listen, he pitched in the steroid era and won 275 games. So what? Now are we going to make an adjustment based on who they played against and in what era? Since Ty Cobb, for example, right? And Honus Wagner didn't have to face relief pitchers who threw 100 miles an hour, and pitchers didn't throw cutters. Do we remove them? You see what I mean? Just my opinion. Mike Mussina was a very good pitcher, but not Hall of Fame caliber. Hope all is well. Look forward to speaking to you guys very, very soon.